Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 2020. And we have liberated another settlement, or, taken it over, or whatever we're doing here. And we just noticed this one's right around the corner from the first settlement that we started at the outpost. So, decided to go check that out because it says that there is another person there. We're going to see what they built or what they're doing and maybe fix up the settlement a little bit and just kind of reacquaint ourselves with that place. Now I'm using the Sim Settlement mod, which you just kind of put a plot down and you decide residential, commercial, agricultural, there's a few other ones. And then the settlers kind of do their own thing and build it themselves. You don't have to use any materials that way, and also you don't have to come up with a design. There's a lot of really cool designs that are like kind of prefabs that randomly generate, I guess. And there's a lot of other stuff to this mod actually too that I haven't even gotten into yet. There's quests, I think, and all sorts of cool stuff. So that's kind of the purpose of this playthrough, is just to make my way through that, explore the area. I'm not doing the main quest. I might not even do any side quests except helping the settlers. I'm not sure yet about that part. So here we go. This one's kind of scuffed. I've been making everything a little more in a line and even,
You
but
hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that
oh,
something?
Grey Garden. That's going to be a great spot to settle at. I'm going to have to go check that out. Well, maybe Preston will send us over there. We're just doing the basic Minutemen, where Preston tells us which settlements to help. I haven't done that in a while, actually, probably since my very first time playing the game, to be honest. Any other time I've played the game, I kind of avoid that. I do settlement stuff, but if you haven't activated Preston, then the settlers will just ask for your help. Kind of not attached to the Minutemen or whatever. Alright, so
Another day of hard
just kind of looking around.
Never
I
changes.
think I still have a sleeping bag here. So I did have a bed up here, which I took away because I wanted them to build on the plots. But the thing is, I think I might end up putting that back there. I'm going to see if I can squeeze another plot in. If you remember from the first episode or two, when I first started building this, I couldn't really even them up that well. They weren't flat on the ground, so I just spaced them out like this. And they're taking up a ton of room because of the way these stairs work and everything. I don't really feel like moving these or reassembling them, but we do have like a little more area next to this. But look at this slope. It's not that easy to put a foundation there. So I'm just gonna maybe try to add something here, and if not, we'll just throw the bed back up where it was to begin with the raiders who lived here. So if I can just throw a foundation here, we're good. It doesn't matter. But you see what I mean? Like the front legs don't go in the ground. This is just giving me red too. It's not even letting me put it there. So even that deep, it's not, and it goes up that high, but then it's not really attached to the ground. That's just a bigger foundation. So this one's good if you want to put some stuff on the side of your plot. All right, so there is terraformer. So I might be able to like pull up that dirt or something, but honestly, I don't know that I feel like messing with this particular settlement. Like I probably will use these terraformers at some point, but I don't know that it's worth it right now to squeeze something in right here where it's already looking really crowded, and I don't know. Like, if I could flush it back a little bit, it'd be good. I don't know. I'm really not feeling it. See, it snaps on. This is the ideal, is you want them to all snap on. That's what I've been doing at the other settlements, and I've been making everything a lot more uniform. Now, when they're like this, it looks a little more natural. Obviously not these big bulky ones, but you know, you have them staggered in a different way. It does look a little more natural, like people just, built little shacks there. But I like it. I like keeping it organized for now. And like I said, this is kind of the whole purpose of this playthrough, is to try out different techniques at different settlements and see what works and what doesn't. I really want to make something like Megaton. Actually, that's kind of how I pictured this. I wanted to do 2 layers of houses, but there's just not enough room to do something like that. So I wanted to have like houses and then maybe set back behind them another row above them. I'm gonna definitely try that at some settlement. So you know what I mean, like, and then have paths up, and maybe even have 3 levels. would look really cool. So I do have some slightly more ambitious plans for this that I haven't quite gotten to yet because I was taking it one day at a time, and I am role-playing as a guy who is actually building these settlers. It's not like the deepest roleplay. There's no voice character. There's really no character at all right now. He's just kind of a faceless raider type. But he's got a plan, and maybe he's not being quite as friendly as he seems. We'll see how that goes. All right. So anyway, what we did is we just turned off so there's no more settlers coming. So that one's kind of done. I probably will go and clean it up and add some stuff, but I don't think I need more settlers at that particular settlement. It's definitely crowded. And if I really want to get into it, I will rearrange and move those things and make it look a lot nicer. I'm not sure how much I care about that particular settlement because there's still like, I don't know, at least a dozen more places we need to discover and build on to begin with, let alone expanding, fixing, etc. All right. So again, we're down back at the Red Rocket, which is the most classic settlement. Like you actually can settle this before you meet Preston in the vanilla game.
Everything hurts.
All right. They're always complaining. So you see, like I just have these nice and uniform all in a row, and it doesn't look great, these concrete things, to be honest. I should put some decorations in front of them and stuff like that to make it, you know, not just a big block. But I'm not even at that point. I'm kind of just more into setting everything up, running around, and seeing what they do. And then once they expand these plots and they look nicer, then maybe I'll throw some stuff in the front. There's a lot of decorations and stuff you can use. I don't have all the decorations because I don't have the DLC with this particular version of the game. I'm playing on Xbox Game Pass right now just because I have a nice workflow with recording on Xbox and using my Mac to edit, and I just don't feel like dealing with my PC lately. That'll change soon though. So, because I do need to get back into some of my older series and start them up again and continue them. But for now, I'm just screwing around and really enjoying this more casual playthrough because, you know, my other series, my other Fallout series I made is the Ghost Chef. And I do have 98 episodes of that done. A lot of episodes. They're not that long, but that's still a lot of episodes. And, you know, that is a voiced character. And I'm in character the whole time. So that whole time I was making that, I was kind of itching to do this type of stuff where I just explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and building. You know, oh, here we go. They're building another plot now. So it kind of waits for you to show up. So yeah, I love doing, you know, the behind the scenes type of just more let's play than role play. Although, you know, there's plenty of great role plays where you just talk in your own voice also, and you just kind of describe the character. Basically, anytime I do a female character, I'm going to be doing that. And I do have a Skyrim one I've been putting up with a female character, which is the first series I ever made, but I never put it up because the sound quality wasn't as good as it is now. I didn't have an audio interface, and also I did have some problems because I was using it at 60 FPS, recording at 60 FPS, and if you've ever played Fallout and Skyrim, especially modded, they don't stay at 60 FPS. They're constantly dropping, and that kind of messed up my video, so Premiere didn't really like it. It was a big mess, and I had to convert it, and it just ran really slow that way. But I finally did it. I mastered them all. They're done. The first 6 episodes of that is up. And I'm going to be maybe continuing with that character. Anyway, my point is, you know, I'm role-playing that character, but it's in my own voice, just like this, where I explain stuff. So I really wanted to do that type of thing with Fallout. And instead of just, like, playing the, you know, main quest or any quests, really, I just really want to do some settlement stuff because I have some other series planned that are going to be a little higher production, and they're going to seem more like a TV show or movie, and they're going to involve the settlements, and I want to know what I, you know, doing. Anyway, look, so I put these 2 community plots. I didn't really know what they're going to be, and they're pretty similar. The second one on the left actually was expanded. So it started out, I think, exactly the same as this. So I think they're going to add the basketball net at some point. Like I said earlier, they do level them up. After you disappear, you'll get a little notification. An improvement has been made to your, so that's the improvement. They had a basketball hoop. So this is really, really cool. I mean, I'm just fascinated, honestly, by the way this mod works. It's really genius. And so I do have another rec plot there. So that's kind of a better spot for it. So if I don't know if there's multiple rec plots it makes or if that's like the basic one. If it's the same, I'll probably do the same and tear that one down. I'm just trying to see basically right now what everyone's assigned to because, well, I really want to store, but we don't have that yet. That was the whole point of this settlement was I wanted a storefront. I really just wanted one or two guys here with storefronts, but it wasn't letting me put a store down until I had a certain amount of settlers there. Kind of annoying. So, yeah, we got a whole crew now. Alright, so now we're going back, of course, to Sanctuary. If you ever played this game, this is like where you lived. You were actually frozen in a vault for hundreds of years, and this is where you originated. And they show a little pre-war sequence at the beginning of the game. I didn't play any of that. I'm using a mod to do alternate start. So I didn't have any of this in this series. But, these houses are all nice and clean, too. And then the bombs are being dropped. You run to the vault. And you get in the vault just as the bombs are going off, literally, and then, here we are, many, many years later, and you wake up and you got to do all this stuff. But your old town's still here, and you can rebuild stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you scrap the houses that are, like, in a state of half disrepair. Like, you can scrap the ones that are, like, completely broken, but it's kind of annoying. It just leaves those plots there. And of course there's mods to get rid of them, but like I don't want to put too much strain on the rendering. I don't know if that helps or hurts when you start messing with stuff like that. So, because as you build more settlements, the game takes longer and longer to load in, and it can get kind of bogged down. So someone just added that house on the left. I really love the one on the right with the paintings and stuff. It's such a nice little bit of character there. Anyway, looks like we have a new settler somewhere. So yeah, this settlement's really spread out. I honestly don't really like it that much. I've never done anything I consider that great with this settlement. I did play...
You ask me, freedom's always worth fighting for.
I did play the first time and built some
stuff. I knew
stuff.
you were the right person for the
I
job.
tried building a treehouse once. It wasn't that great. Anyway, but we're just
use
letting
it to
Preston
signal
know
for
that we
help
helped the settlers in the previous episode.
It'll get more and more useful as we get more allied settlements. Eventually, you'll have help wherever you need it.
Alright, so he's
I
just
guess you know I'm one of the last of the Minutemen. But I never really told you what happened to
We're
her.
talking a little close here. I wish I could back up, but I can't. Alright, let's see. I'm listening.
Have you heard of the Quincy massacre?
No, I was frozen for like 200 years. I've told
I
you
thought
this like 10
everyone in
times.
the Commonwealth knew about that by now.
This guy doesn't pay attention.
Where the Minutemen betrayed each other and the people they were
Actually, this
supposed to
character
protect.
wasn't frozen in a
I was
vault,
with Colonel
but
Hollis's group.
in the game, you were
A
supposed to.
mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the
Oh,
Minutemen
we
to
fought the
help.
Gunners. The Gunners
We
are
were the
tough.
only
They're
ones
tough
that came.
cookies.
The other groups, they just turned their backs on
Well,
us.
yeah.
and
I
the
wouldn't want to
folks in
face the
Quincy.
Gunners. If I was
Only a
these
few of us
guys,
got out
forget
alive.
it. They're tough. They're
Colonel
like
Hollis was
military
dead.
guys, but they're mercenaries.
So I
or,
ended up in charge of the
or
survivors.
like they're basically raiders,
We never
but better.
found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another.
All right. Well, this
You
guy's-
saw how it ended in Concord?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
guess
know.
you do.
I've been there.
That's
I
why I'm
guess I
talking
do.
to you.
See, he's referring
can't
to like,
rebuild the Minutemen,
your kid or
but I
whatever
think
missing.
you
But
can.
for me, it's like this guy's like a vagabond. He doesn't have a home, so they're bonding over that, I guess.
I appreciate that. Does that
All
mean
right,
you'll
so
do
now
it?
we're joining the Minutemen, and not only that, he wants us to be
Good.
the leader. You know,
Good.
so we're not gonna argue with him.
Welcome aboard. I feel like this is a whole new start for the Minutemen.
All right.
And the Commonwealth, too.
So this
Don't
is
worry,
sort of the plot
I'll be
now
right
of this
beside you all the
series.
way.
Is we're now the leader of the
General.
Minutemen, and we're gonna actually turn the Minutemen into like a raider gang. So that's pretty
The
much
leader
my
of the Minutemen
overarching
has always
plot.
held the
I
rank of
haven't
general.
quite gotten to that
Our
part
last
yet,
leader was General Becker.
but that's why I'm
After
looking
he
so
died back in
intimidating.
82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general.
All right.
Now it's your job to make it more than an empty
yeah, because
title.
these other guys with him are
The
not
settlement has
soldiers
asked
like
for our
this
help.
guy.
Apparently someone's been kidnapped.
All the fighters are dead, I guess. All right, so here we go. Another settlement needs our help. The classic line from Preston. Now, I really always liked Preston. He
We've
just
gotta show
got
people
a
the
little
Minutemen can really
annoying.
help them.
Like, literally, anytime you saw him, like, you wouldn't even come
Another
back to
day in the
Sanctuary to
Commonwealth.
talk to him, right? I would just come, because I had a house here in my first playthrough. Or I would, like, I just built, like, the smallest prefab shack right next to where Sturgis's workbench is. And that was my house, you know, my first playthrough for a while, until I moved to other settlements. But here, it was just, like, a basic metal shack. I decorated it and stuff, but it was pretty funny. I didn't even build that much, because it was, like, the first thing I built, you know, when I first played the game. But anyway, you would come back just to, you know, dump stuff in my chest or whatever, and Preston would come running up. Another settlement needs your help. I'm like, I'm doing something here. So they did patch that and change the way. I think they underdid it now, where he doesn't, after a certain point, he just doesn't ask you, where it just needs to be more balanced. Anyway, so I'm still looking around for Sturgis, because I do have to turn, that reminded me that I have to turn in this other quest to him.
Hey, do you have a moment?
No, I do not want to talk to this guy. He's so annoying. So we'll deal with him some other time. See what I mean? Like that guy, June, he's not taking over the Minutemen. There's no way. I mean, come on. And Sturgis, he's busy building stuff. See, he has this store. This is kind of a mess here. I gave him the store, but he's never there because he's always building. Oh, look at this. So the settler, we put this other plot here. The settler actually took over this. So the new settler is there. But what we're going to do is we have to reassign someone to the store.
If you ain't
like,
been up to see Grey Garden,
I want to
you
have
should
someone
go.
there.
Whole place is run by robots.
All right, we definitely have to go there at some point. We'll go there when Princeton tells them. So see, this is, I think this is exactly the same with the basketball net. So if that's the case, I'm going to be using that less and less. And I'm definitely not going to have two in one spot like I have now. But we'll see. Maybe they change, or maybe there's some variation in it. Because as long as there's a couple different models, I'll use it. Because I like having areas like that, you know. Alright, so we're kind of looking around for Sturgis. And surveying everything else. I have no idea where he is. Oh, I hear him banging. I think he's over there. Alright. Yeah, I can hear him now. There's another settler. He's just walking around. Alright. Alright, Sturgis.
Can it wait?
I don't know. No, see, I can't. I put turrets down, but I put them down before he gave me the quest, so I think it's messing with the quest, and I probably just have to pick them up and put them back down again, or something like that. So anyway, well, we'll deal with that next time. We got to deal with this kidnapping, and yeah, see, talk to Sturgis, but I'll figure it out. I got to do some troubleshooting because I'm not quite sure what it is, so we'll deal with that next time and do some more settlement building. Thanks for joining Fallout 2020.